Imagine waking up every day and watching yourself die. Not once, not twice, but again and again. Different endings, same face, same eyes staring back. Now ask yourself, if you've seen your death 1,000 times, how do you know you're not already inside it? He sees himself die for the 47th time. That's the number he remembers, though it might be more. One says, none of this is real, and the other replies, time folds. He smashes the screen. It fractures and reveals a note hidden behind it. It's written in familiar handwriting. It isn't funny, but it's the only thing left. And when he opens them again, he is in a different version of the room. The screen is gone. A mirror stands in its place. He walks toward it and sees himself, but the reflection moves slightly out of sync. It smiles as he doesn't. The reflection leans forward and says, there is no outside, only the loop. He realizes now. This entire thing was built by him, for him, not as a prison, but as a recursive question. Each death was a version of himself asking, can I escape myself? And the answer has always been. He leans back against the soft, glowing wall, breathing hard. The voice returns. You are the question. It says, if you're reading this, you've died at least 1,456 times. You built the loop. You volunteered. You wanted to forget what you did. This isn't punishment, it's protection. From yourself, the city vanishes, and the room returns. That doesn't mean it doesn't matter. They fight. One kills the other, then both vanish. He doesn't know which one he was. That night, the voice whispers something new. You are learning. But learning what? He doesn't feel smarter. He feels like a maze that's folding in on itself. Each death is different. Car crash one day, falling from a high-rise window the next, or a slow collapse in a hospital room with no one beside him. People walking, lights blinking, sounds layered and overwhelming. He feels the texture of air. A phone in his pocket rings. The screen says, do not answer. So naturally, he does. His own voice greets him on the line and says, turn around. He does. And across the street stands, himself watching. Then the world slows. People freeze mid-step. Birds hang still in the sky. His other self mouths a word, run. Sometimes it's peaceful. Sometimes it's brutal. Same eyes, same expression, same slow blink before the end. And then he wakes up again. In the room, there are no doors, no windows, no corners, just soft white light, humming faintly, and a screen embedded in the wall. It shows him his death every morning. And then the voice begins. The voice is always the same, neutral, synthetic, neither male nor female. It doesn't comfort, doesn't explain. It only states, you are being observed for consistency, for deviation. Instead of ending in his death, he watches a version of himself escape. He runs down a hallway, turns a corner, and disappears. The screen cuts to black. He gasps. The voice responds, subject deviation detected. He carves the word door into his arm with a sharp fragment of plastic, hoping he'll remember. But the next day he wakes up with a different body. The scar is gone. His arms are longer. His voice is not quite his own. It's like the system reassigns him randomly. Different skin, different hands, but the same fear. He doesn't know who is observing him or why. He doesn't even remember who he is anymore. His memories shift slightly each day. One morning he wakes up thinking he's a musician. The next a prisoner. The day after that, a father. The only thing that stays the same is the room, the screen, and the deaths. Some days he asks the voice questions. Who am I? What is this place? How do I leave? But the voice never answers unless it wants to. One day, something changes. The screen glitches during his usual death replay. One morning the screen shows something terrifying, two versions of himself arguing. Then comes the day he wakes up outside the room. He's in a city now. Everything collapses. He screams, he starts to laugh. He closes his eyes. And he remembers. This isn't the first time he's heard that. It won't be the last.